Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you enjoy suspenseful workplace stories, mysterious situations, and unexpected twists, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into a story about an employee who accidentally uncovered a secret that completely changed his office. As always, this story is narrated for entertainment and discussion, and I'd love to know what you would have done if you were in the same situation. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's get into today's story. My boss secretly tested employees, and I accidentally exposed him. The first thing I heard was a chair hitting the floor. Everyone in the office turned toward the conference room. Our HR manager hurried inside, slammed the door shut, and locked it from the inside. A few seconds later, every blind on the glass walls dropped at once. Nobody could see in. Nobody could hear what was being said. At the same time, one of my coworkers walked back to his desk, quietly emptied everything into a cardboard box, placed his employee badge on top, and walked out without saying a single word. 10 minutes later, another employee did the exact same thing. By 4:37 p.m. that Tuesday, 3 people had resigned. Half the office was standing instead of working. People were whispering. Phones were buzzing. Nobody understood what had just happened. Except one person, my boss. He wasn't angry. He wasn't panicking. He was just standing at the end of the office, staring directly at me. Not with the look of someone who wanted to fire me, with the look of someone who had just realized his biggest secret wasn't a secret anymore. The strange part? I hadn't stolen anything. I hadn't leaked company files. I hadn't broken a single rule. All I'd done was ask one question during our weekly team meeting. One simple question. A question I almost didn't ask. Looking back now, I can honestly say that question changed dozens of careers, including my own. But to explain why everyone lost their minds that Tuesday afternoon, I have to go back a few weeks. I was 27 years old and working as a data analyst for a growing software company with around 80 employees. The pay was good, the office was modern, free coffee, flexible hours, the kind of place people bragged about working for. Our manager, Mark, had built a reputation as someone who rewarded hard work. He wasn't the type to joke around. He rarely smiled. He expected results. But nobody could deny one thing. He seemed fair. Or at least, that's what every new employee believed. Then strange things started happening. Not the kind of strange that makes headlines. The kind you barely notice until it's happened too many times to ignore. One senior developer suddenly disappeared from the biggest project in the company. No explanation. A coworker with the highest performance score was passed over for a promotion. Another employee lost their remote work privileges just days after praising management in a meeting. Every situation had a reasonable explanation, individually, together. They felt wrong. Soon everyone had a different theory. Mark definitely has favorites. No, HR decides promotions. I heard corporate is secretly cutting costs. Every lunch break turned into another guessing game. Everyone had an opinion. Nobody had proof. I stayed out of it. Office gossip has a way of turning innocent people into suspects. I figured there had to be something happening behind the scenes that we simply didn't understand. I was right, just not in the way I expected. Before I tell you what happened next, I want you to answer something honestly. If your company emailed you an employee survey and guaranteed that every answer was completely anonymous, would you actually tell them what you thought? Or would you assume someone was reading every word? Because I believed them, and that decision almost cost me everything. It happened on a Thursday morning. At exactly 9:12 a.m., a company-wide email appeared in everyone's inbox. Subject, confidential, employee feedback survey. The message claimed management wanted honest opinions to improve the workplace. It promised every response would be anonymous. No names, no tracking, no way to identify individual employees. Most people laughed. Anonymous? One coworker said. Yeah, sure. He deleted the email without opening it. Others did the same. I almost followed them. But after thinking about it for a few minutes, I opened the survey. I didn't complain about my paycheck. I didn't insult my boss. I didn't accuse anyone of anything. I simply wrote that communication between leadership and employees could be more transparent. I also mentioned that promotions sometimes felt unpredictable and that employees deserved clearer feedback. Nothing personal, nothing disrespectful, just honest feedback. It took less than 5 minutes. I clicked submit, closed the tab, and went back to work. By lunchtime, I'd completely forgotten the survey existed. 2 weeks later, I realized it had never forgotten me. If that happened at your workplace, what would you do? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more suspenseful stories every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.